Alright, so I just decided that somebody mentioned this the other day that they struggled with getting setups in the right place, and I thought, well, I didn't know people had that problem, so I thought I would just do a quick video on, you know, where to put them, how to do it, that kind of thing. I'm using the iRacing site. They do have free setups that are pretty good. I ran theirs all last season, and they got some decent setups, especially for late models, super late models, stuff like that. They've got some pretty good stuff. So this week, the super late models. Oh, just a side note that if you're going to use a lot of their setups, they do say they're free, but please just donate to them. Even if it's just $5 or $10. Every now and then something is better than nothing. These guys do put in the time. Um, so, anyway, so this is the current setup from OSR for the bull ring for the super late model. So I'm just going to use this as an example. Download setup. You don't have to make an account. It does make it a little bit quicker. And should see the downloaded down here at the bottom. It's disappeared behind the logo. My apologies. Um, okay, we've got it downloaded. Now the important thing here is just knowing where your download folder is and knowing where your iRacing folder is, usually in Documents. It's iRacing. And then you're going to go to Setups, and then for this particular car, I'm going to go to Super Late Models, which is right here. And it's a very simple, you can copy and paste, drag and drop. I prefer to drag and drop. That's just me. Something worth, there was what caused the stream problems the other day. I thought I got rid of that, but I didn't. Here is something worth noting. This is all your NASCAR stuff right here, except for trucks are down here, right there. So, like the Chevy is the Silverado 2019. The other two Silverados are different. I'm assuming that the F-150 and the 2015 Tundra are the same, but you'd have to double check me on that. But for the Camaro, for the Cup car, that is the 2018 ZL1 folder. The Ford is the Mustang 2019, and the Camry 2019 is that particular folder. Some of them are a little weirdly named. Pro Trucks, Pro Ford, that's kind of weird. MX5 Cup is the one you'll need for C-Class. Most of them are pretty straightforward, although I will show you one that I had a problem with when I first started using setups, is I wasn't paying attention to the difference between GT3 and GTE. I think the Ferrari is actually the only one that really has that problem, that it's different, but just something to be aware of. So anyway, like I said, it's just very, very simple. You just go find the setup you want. We'll do another one real quick. Trucks are at Darlington this week. I'm actually looking forward to that. So we'll go to C-Class Truck Setups, Darlington Raceway. Da, 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 da. And you scroll all the way to the bottom because sometimes they have multiple pages, and in this case, sometimes they have multiple setups. I found James Anderson appears to have a similar driving style to me, and then there's a guy that made a lot of super late model setups last season that we're going to hide the logo real quick so you guys can see this a little better. But I'm just download, wait for it to start. There it goes. Download. There we go. And then you can see they've both finished. So then we'll just, again, we'll go, and this is for the truck. So we'll scroll on down to the Truck Silverado 2019, and then I'm going to open up another folder. And there they are in the downloads folder. Now this, your computer might have a slightly different setup. You might have your downloads directed somewhere else, things like that. So it is use case for that portion, but as far as where to put these setups, it's always the same. It's always going to be somewhere like this. Like I say, if you're just starting out and you can't afford to go with somebody like Makoni or Rocket or whoever, I would go to OS Racing Motorsports and check out their setups. They're definitely good. If you're wanting to learn to tune, definitely go get some free setups and just test with them. I mean, that's the best way to learn. That's a lot of what I did. There's a lot of good documentation on setups out there too. So, um, I would definitely go and just Google the iRacing setup tuning or iRacing car tuning, something like that. Find what it is for your particular style of racing. So anyway, like I said, just a little helpful video that came up out of a conversation a couple days ago. And hope you guys have a wonderful day.